Kenyans traveling out of the country from next year will be required to have a vaccine passport. According to Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala, the government is in consultations with the International Air Transport Association, IATA, in creating the vaccine passport. Balala added the tourism and hotel industry has been adversely affected by the third wave of the pandemic, with hotels reporting a loss of more than 80%. Faisal Ahmed brings us more.
Guys do for a living, taking photos.
The proposed vaccine passport will be similar to the yellow fever vaccine certificate, which will facilitate their travel from 2022. According to Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala, they are eyeing consultations with IATA to come up with a vaccine passport that will be renewed on an annual basis.
I think the reality is we are going to get a vaccination passport. That's the reality. Already we have seen IATA, European Union are working on such frameworks. It's like the former yellow fever vaccination card. So we will have a vaccination card for COVID. And probably, and I've read somewhere, that you'll need to be vaccinated every year. So these are the things that are real, and we are preparing for that.
Balala added that most of the country's tourist source markets in Europe vaccinated more than 60% of their adult population and will start using the vaccine passport.
So we are not going to work in isolation ourselves as Kenya, but we are going to coordinate and also collaborate with international players like IATA because of travel. Again, UNWTO, WTTC, ICAO, all these, I am already in touch with them. We have every 2 months, we have meetings with them and we exchange ideas. But I think the vaccination, the COVID passport will be introduced very soon.
Recent lockdown measures this year says have resulted in reduction of business by up to 80%, while urging patience from sector players who are calling the measures punitive.
And tourism contribute 4.4% directly and 8.2% both directly and indirectly to the GDP. The loss is huge. The loss is almost 80% to the sector, because currently we are only working on domestic tourism.
He was speaking during the launch of the COVID-19 vaccination drive for all frontline workers in the tourism and hospitality industry. The first 5,000 vaccines for the sector will be administered for the next 10 days, with at least 50,000 more expected once the second batch comes into the country. Faisal Ahmed, Citizen TV, Nairobi.